Well, hello everyone. It's kind of fun to do two events in one day. Earlier we did the layout share with Linda. We had to reschedule some events from last week. So normally we do picture perfect on Friday, but David and I decided last weekend we didn't want, our anniversary is on the 1st of December. And I don't know, we just didn't really plan things or whatever, but then we were like, you know what, we really want to do something. So I had to reschedule some events from last week, but it was really nice to, just get out and be with me and him. And so, with that said, I really appreciate you guys' cooperation and patience. But I am still extremely excited to talk about ideas around pictures in general, and ultimately just looking forward to finishing scrapbooking this Hoot and Holly kit with the templates. And I was just pulling out the kit, right? Like I was pulling out my kit along with the layout that I was able to create and put into the PDF so you can see it there. But I will say it was it's just a really fun layout. So I really enjoyed adding that, of course, to that. But with that said, I wanted to give you guys a heads up really fast first. We are planning this create miss, okay? Like, yeah, create miss, but just ability to be there with inspiration ideas. So we're going to be throwing a lot of inspiration related to things in your inboxes this month, here and there, with just ideas on different sets that are for the holidays and ideas related to those. But to go along with that, we'll be doing 30% off holiday inspired sets. This should be going live tonight, so just keep an eye on your inbox. I'm giving you guys the first heads up on this, all right? Plus, we're doing a special gift of 40% off one item. So definitely keep a lookout for that, all right? Ruby says, it's cold in Missouri. Oh, I bet you it's cold in New Jersey too, Rosa. Oh, you guys are, yeah, I'm sitting here a little bit cold. I was like, I should have grabbed a sweater or something. And I'm in Charlotte, so I don't really have anything to complain about. Although we've had an extreme cold front the last few days. So cold enough for us here, at least for the last 7 years that I've lived here. It doesn't quite get into like the 5%, David, or whatever it was. -5, or was it 5 degrees? I don't remember what it was. It was cold enough when you walk outside, your bones are cold. So, yeah. Okay. So with that said, I just wanted to show that. And then of course this layout. Now let's talk about pictures. Of course, naturally you could do holiday pictures, Christmas pictures, anything of the season really is great for this kit. I don't know if you guys have like ideas right off top of your mind. One of the things that I've kind of been throwing out in the community, and Linda actually did a really great layout and she shared it in the community already, but spotlighting maybe some of your holiday and decorations that you put up every year. So I started to take some pictures. Like I have this globe that me and David, we actually got on our honeymoon because we were married in December. Funny story, my mom was married in December too. And she was warning us. She's like, you don't want a December wedding because you kind of like look over them a lot, which we did. And then we rejected, we were like, why did we do that? And so we ended up planning something last weekend. But it's funny how you say, oh, we're fine. We don't need to do anything. We're good. We don't need to celebrate. And then I was like, what are we doing? We need to go celebrate. Let's go do this. Anyways, my mom tried to warn me about, she was like, you sure you want to get married in December? But we were in college and it was like semester break and it just seemed reasonable and all of this stuff. But I remember on our wedding, we ended up going to our honeymoon in Colorado. And so we picked up this lovely guy. I'm trying to think if I put the other one up here. Oh, let me show you here. Let me go back to this view. I printed it off. I took a picture of this ornament. Dave, you should go grab it. You should go grab this ornament off the tree if you can find it. It'll be better to show it in person. And then I have a runner that my mom made. And then I also took a picture of a decoration of a painting that my grandma made. And so these are like little meaningful things. I mean, we have a lot of decorations, but not all of them have the same meaning. So here's this one. And then on the back it says Steamboat, which is where we went for our honeymoon, which was really, really cold, may I add. So anyways, I just wanted to kind of encourage that again, because I'm really looking forward to scrapbooking those in at the PJ Playdate. And it was just kind of an extra task, another homework I gave to myself. And so I just wanted to extend that to you guys as well. Ruby says, how long have you guys been married? 24 years. We've been married for 24 years. So I hope that I got that right, David. Yes? Yeah. He's always like, why do you get that mixed up? He's the one who remembers the years. I'm like, I don't know. I just live in the moment. You know, I'm a very much that type of person. But yeah, so it'll be 25 next year. And I think that's what this year we kept telling ourselves, like, oh, we'll do something for our 25 years. But then I was like, no, let's get out. Let's go to spend some time together. And it was much needed. So if that inspires you, or you have decorations, or you have ornaments that have a story behind them, you know, I think the scrapbook is a great way to pass that story on naturally, right? But also, I will say there's something outside of the documentation, the reflection, we'll see as I scrapbook them, but already just taking pictures of them, it's crazy how much I've like revisited those memories. And, you know, again, like my mother's not with me anymore and my grandma's not with me anymore, but every season I pull out these items that they created with their hands. And personally, they have so much meaning for me when I do that. But when I took the picture, like, again, all of that kind of came back, and it came back like more strong, like, I want to say like more cemented, but it just was more just like another layer. Right. And that was just the power of a picture. That was just the power of a picture of saying like, this is important. I'm going to take a picture of this. Now we're going to take it to the next stage. And I'm going to say, this is important. I'm going to scrapbook it. And so I look forward to the PJ Playdate. That will be one of the pages that I personally scrapbook with the rest of my Hoot and Holly kit. So I'm looking forward to that. Have any of you guys ever done a layout like around your decorations, your ornaments, things like that? David's playing around with these like holidays covers. Yeah, he thinks he's mean. So it's very festive. If you haven't heard, there's 10 days till Christmas. What'd you say?
Tis the season.
Tis the season. Yes. Okay, so really quickly, I'm gonna do a quick breeze, and then I want to show you guys one more tip that it's a photo tip for your smartphones that I thought we would spend this picture perfect time kind of reflecting on. So if this is your first time being at the picture perfect, this session really is all about preparation. You know, thinking about what pictures you're going to take, maybe even taking pictures like we were talking about this ornament of things that are meaningful to you, that do matter, but maybe you haven't had like something to inspire you to take those pictures. I will say for me, this kit did that for me this year. So interesting enough, like, I don't know if it was all the ornaments in the kit or what, it just kind of was something that came to the forefront of my mind this year more than like other Christmas time that I've scrapbooked layouts. And so again, whatever that is, taking the moment to either go gather those pictures, print the pictures, take the pictures, so that you can be more prepared when you sit down to scrapbook, and then have more success going from start to finish on a layout. Of course, naturally, like especially here at Kiwi Lane, the memories and so much of that we cherish and the power that they hold in grounding us and recentering us and refocusing us. Like those are so impactful to us as scrapbookers. And then pairing that and matching it up to the creative expression, the creative flow and what that brings. And it just really amplifies the whole package. And especially when you can feel confident in knowing that you're going to end with a beautiful layout and those memories that you cherish so much, like they deserve that beautiful layout, right? So it's really the combination of the two and feeling good and confident in it. But that does take a little bit of prep work. We try really hard with the Kiwi Club kits to do some of that, a lot of that thinking, right? Heavy lifting a little bit for you. And so the products provide a lot of inspiration, the events and the idea book, the digital idea book. So don't not take advantage of those, take advantage of them. But it definitely is, you want to do a little bit of that prep work so that you can have that scrapbooking time when you're ready to sit down with the kit and just really get lost through the creative process in that. Okay. Now, don't dread like picking out your pictures or selecting your pictures. I think a lot of times we can feel overwhelmed with that step because it feels more like a chore. And really, in some ways, we do say this is your homework for the week or whatever, right? Especially right before the PJ play date. And maybe it is a homework, but at the same time, we can kind of enjoy that process more. I say homework because I know for me, when I'm looking through pictures and stuff, I kind of need side rails because you can get lost through searching and finding pictures. So a little bit of like reminder, oh, you need to just pick some pictures, any pictures that come to your mind, work. And really, for the most part, we try to design the Kiwi Club kits to really be versatile enough to accommodate for different aspects. All right. Okay. So 2 other things I wanted to share with you. Oh, these guys, Dave, do you still have this link handy for 2L charms? If you want to throw that in the chat again or up on the screen, if you haven't had a chance, these coordinate and you'll see them throughout the digital idea book. 2L charms created them to coordinate with the kit. So they're awesome. I will say, I wanted to show this because I took the titles from the kit and I just laid them over because I wanted to kind of bring in some of that. I think it said Happy Holidays on it. And you'll see that in the digital idea book. A lot of the design teams members use these. So cute, but they're a quick little addition if you want to just kind of add one little elevated element to your page without doing all of these little details yourself, because it's a lot of little details that they did. Like that's a lot of work, but I will say it's so cute. Look how cute with that little strip on it or that one. So even you can customize those with a little bit of effort on your part. So we'll get that link and throw that in there for you. And I kind of just was playing around with that to see how it would look first before I suggested that. So already these are going to be ready for my layout in the PJ Playdate. Okay, so we'll get that in there. Now I'm going to experiment with this really quickly. Oh, Dave, my computer's about to die. I know already. We're going to see if I can show my phone. I feel like I've tested this before and it sometimes is blurry, but we're going to try it here. All right. Oh, someone's a little tired. Okay, there we are. All right. So I shared some of these pictures, I guess I should say, of my grandson, Caleb, who my kids are pretty much like, do you think about anybody else now, Mom? And I'm like, no, no, I do. But you guys warned me, those of you that are grandpas, and I was like, everything they say is so true. I'm like, all that matters is Kayla. I'm like, I don't know, it's not true, but
my daughter gave us a speech at a public speaking group that she's a part of.
Yes.
She did it about Caleb, and she asked us all to look in our phones and pull up all the pictures of Caleb in our phones. And when you pull them all up, it'll show you how many pictures you have of that person. Sorry. It's me.
Yeah. Anyways, it will ask you how many pictures.
And then she counted all the pictures up that we each have taken of him on our phone. I think it was like 1,700 photos or something.
Yeah.
Most of those were Susan.
Yeah. I didn't win at Riley, but I came in second place. But you don't realize how many pictures you're taking until she added it up. And she's like, pretty much Caleb is the topic of our family text thread now. Nobody talks about anything else. All right, let's go back and try this over the top view here. So, whoop, I'm going to try really hard to do this. It's kind of tricky live, but so if you guys put your live, oh, it looks like all orange, but we're going to try. Oh, let me try my taking that down. Does that help a little bit? If you have the live feature on your phone, that setting up here, it's the live loop, right? Well, you can go into edit, and I just wanted to share, so if you have one picture and you have the live on, or maybe you have multiple, especially baby pictures, sports pictures, maybe it's like birthday, blowing out the candles. You know how you see a series of pictures where maybe they have different facial expressions or they're kind of capturing a thing. A lot of times I feel like in the past people were like, oh, you can do screenshots of a video or something like that. You can actually pull key photo images from a really quick image as well if it's in live mode. And I did that with these series of pictures that I took of Caleb. And I plan to scrapbook these at the PJ Playdate. Naturally, because they're so cute, and they're going to be, look how cute they're going to look with this paper. I mean, yes, perfect. So I'm so excited about PJ Playdate. It is on my calendar, even in the busy of December. Looking forward to it. So down here, of course, and I'm on an iPhone, but I'm pretty sure Samsung Android is very similar. They have the live function, right? Shiloh has the Samsung. She's like, yeah, same thing. And I was like, okay. So over in live, if you click on the live, trying to see here, it will pull up like the whole sequence. Yeah. And make key photos. So like if you drag it at any part of that sequence, it will give you a different focus, a different element, right? A different expression. So it's only, I think, like, I don't even know, 2 seconds is what it captures. Maybe it's even 1 second. I don't know. But you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Maybe those are a little similar, right? So, but even one picture, him looking at the lights, and then he comes forward, and then you get a little bit of a kick with his foot, right? So cute, his little foot kicking up, cute. So each one of those, you can make a key photo. You just want to make sure that before you do that, you go up and you duplicate this picture. So let me get out of that. So you can duplicate your picture, right? Then you go in and pick another key photo, and it will make a new photo. And then you can go in and duplicate it again and make another one if you would like to. So I had a lot of fun with that. And like I said, it just gives you a little bit more options, just little facial expressions. And personally, I love a page that has like this cinema feel, so to speak, where it's kind of like a sequence that falls along. And that's why I think of like blowing out candles, or even a sports game or something where you like catch them in action or something, but these little expressions that with little ones, they move so fast and it's kind of hard to capture it. And you can kind of go back through and see different ones. So I have a lot of those. I even have some with Riley. I had like Riley get it. Oh yeah, there we go. So for me personally, I'm probably going to create 2 pages with these pictures because I'm obsessed. Okay. And I think in one series, I might turn the black and white and scrapbook those during our scrapbooking rhythm that we do in the community, right? And the other one I'm going to do as they are, and I'm going to use the Kiwi Club paper kit. So to say the least, I'm really excited. I really look forward to them. But part of that excitement came because of a little bit of just evaluation prep work. And a lot of times when, especially even if you're going through printed pictures, scrolling through printed pictures, because I do both. I have my printed pictures that I'll analyze, right? Like, oh, what kit? And I'll kind of look for colors or themes that might go with the kit, or something that I saw another design team scrapbook in the Kiwi Club PDF. So again, you can look at the Kiwi Club PDF and use that as not only ideas for creative ideas, but you can also look and say, oh, I love how Deborah scrapbooked to this, or right. And that might trigger your own type of memories that might feel similar. Maybe you had a similar experience or situation, and so you can recall those memories and then of course go gather them. But what I was going to say is whether you're kind of looking through printed pictures to kind of help you prep for a little bit of creative R&R, right? Or you're looking through your phone and you're trying to gather, this is just one tip. I shared how you can use your search engine on your phones. That was a previous Picture Perfect. You can check those out in the community. But for this Picture Perfect, I thought, let's share this tip on how you can take one photo and turn it into 3 photos, 4 photos, whatever you want. But whether you're scrolling through your pictures, what I was going to say, or looking through your phone, these are things you could do, honestly, if you're sitting in passenger seat when you're driving. You can kind of be analyzing some of your pictures in preparation. Maybe you're watching a quick show in the evenings and you're just kind of like hearing it in the background. I know I do that a lot. You could be looking through your pictures and cleaning them up too. That was another Picture Perfect on how to like choose which pictures to scrapbook and then clean them up. Don't keep all those pictures. I'm a big, huge advocate for don't keep all your pictures. Decide on a few that really represent a moment and then keep those. Anyways, so lots of things that we've discussed this year. I hope these Picture Perfect events have been helpful throughout the year, so that they help you kind of find this rhythm a little bit more. And all I can tell you is that I hope that you're experiencing for yourself how this little bit of homework, prep work, whatever you want to call it, can really help you get more out of your scrapbooking time as a whole by breaking up little bits of that are part of the process as a whole, but breaking them into small little pieces of the pie. Okay. All right. So Ruby says Friday, our date night. So I already need to look for the replay on this one. I'm going to need to see this one for sure. Yes. I can't wait to see what the kit and these pictures transform into. I have no idea what I'm going to create yet. And that is part of the joy of it, right? Is the discovery. And I'm looking forward to Ruby. I can't wait to see what these pages turn into. How do they turn out? Already, I know how much joy I have just looking at the kit and how much joy I have just looking for pictures. So I expect just all of that joy to be compounded. And so I think I'm really excited. I don't know. I don't know if it's fair to say more than other months, but I don't know. I'm really looking forward to it myself. All right. Well, thanks guys for, like I said, being patient with us as we rescheduled a few things. I hope these tips and ideas were helpful. And more than anything, they got you kind of thinking about your own pictures that you want to scrapbook, encouraging you. It does not have to be too much, 20 or 30 minutes here or there to kind of do a little bit of gathering. It is the first step of the creative process, right? Gather your supplies, gather your ideas. And then, of course, part of that then will be designing. and then executing on those ideas. And then that's really the creative process in a whole. So that's why when I talk about this step, this little bit of prep work, it really is incorporated into the creative process. And so I hope that you find joy in the process. I hope you don't drudge it, and that you choose to find joy through just preparing for the part that I think most of us enjoy, seeing it all come together. So my mind's already excited though. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll talk to you guys soon, and keep playing to create. Thanks guys so much. Appreciate you. Bye now.